That no phones at school rule, that don't apply to my kids, just so we're clear. Do you pay my phone bill? No. No, that's a decision me and their mother made, and I will stand 10 toes down on the fact that they can have access to me whenever they need it. School board done lost its mind with this no phones on school property rule. Excuse me, do you pay my phone bill? Did you stand in Verizon and sign a 2-year contract? You're not sliding me a check for that monthly payment, so you don't get to tell my babies they can't have their phones. Just let me tell you something. If I need to get in touch with my kids, I'm gonna do it. If they need to get in touch with me, they gonna do it. Period. End of story. No more discussion. Nobody got time to be playing telephone tag with the front office. I ain't fixing to leave a voicemail with some front office secretary that may or may not get passed along to my kids after lunch. If my babies text me, come get me, I'm in that car before the message even reads read. Lack of communications with schools nowadays is ridiculous. You ain't about to snatch my lifeline. Many of these bullying situations or teacher situations have been solved because of some camera footage off of an iPhone. I ain't fixing to start breeding messenger pigeons. My kids ain't gonna be sending me smoke signals. If they need to call me, they gonna call me. And yes, if it becomes a distraction, then we will have a talk at home, because that's my job as a parent. Don't get it twisted. You don't get to decide what my kid gets to do with something I pay for. You keep teaching algebra and I'll keep raising my kids. You can stick that no phone policy right next to those expired milk cartons in the cafeteria. Why would you not want my kid to have access to their phone? What exactly are you scared of? Why would it bother you that children have access to their mama and daddy? Why would it bother you that they could call me, text me, let me know what's going on at that school in real time? In a world where schools are being locked down left and right, threats are being made against kids, why wouldn't you want them to have a lifeline, a direct line to the outside so that they could get help if they needed to? Make that make sense, because that don't make no sense. Last year, we had a situation at the school to where some older kid brought in some elevated Skittles and was passing it out to the younger kids because he thought it was funny. Did we get an email? Did we get a phone call from the school? Nope. We got a piece of paper a couple days later that said your child might have been exposed to. Older son was in a situation last year to where something went missing and they held the whole class there until they figured it out. Nobody leaves until we figures this out. BS? No, that's not how this works. Was he a part of it? Well, we don't know. Do you have any proof that he was a part of it? No. All right, well, then he's leaving. Again, the school never let us know about that. As parents, no. He told me about that, and then when I asked questions about it, the school swept it under the rug like it wasn't that big of a deal. Accountability is what is noticeably lacking in the school systems nowadays anyway. My kids will have their phone, and I will have access to my children. Well, we didn't need phones back when I was in school. I'm tired of hearing that, man. It's a different world. Stop acting like it ain't. These kids would never survive our childhood. Well, I don't think we'd survive.